Hello. On another platform, I was asked the question what I thought the price of Bitcoin would be in the month of February. With all the activity in the first couple of weeks of this month being rather exciting, in this video, I'm going to answer that question. This is CryptoNovus, where newbies become masters, and my name is Chris Brown, and I am the host of the channel. The first couple of weeks of February have certainly been very busy, and there's been a lot of price activity for Bitcoin. It's been rather exciting for probably most of us. It has certainly been on the upside, but there also has been some retracement that has occurred as well. Overall, February has been a very positive month for price action for Bitcoin, and we'll take a closer look at that towards the tail end of this video. So first, let's take a look at price activity, and we'll take a look at it from a few different angles. Just first, this is essentially what has happened. On the first part of February, Bitcoin was at 39,000, which was very much an up from its low of 33,000 back around January 24th. We can see that from basically the first week of February was great. I got that question on what I thought the price would be actually last Friday on the 7th. And so from the 3rd up to really the 4th, it skyrocketed up from this price here of 36,700 all the way up to a good level of support and resistance, and we'll take a look at that in a second, at around the 41.5 range. Well, it went horizontal for a few days, and on the 7th, it's sprouted up again, and it wicked at 45.4, came down a little bit to about 43.5, and then wicked up again to 45, if we can see there, 45.85, almost $46,000, and then it came tumbling back down, and it stair-stepped. It came back down to 43.3, which was, it was wicking down there, so I think it was looking a little bit at support, and then it has now kind of settled and gone horizontal at around the $42,000 range. So what does this mean? Is Bitcoin going to basically continue going horizontal for a little while? Would it start to climb all the way back up and try to get past 50? Or will it wick back down into the 30s? So on the 4-hour chart, when I add the volume profile indicators, you can see that there was a lot of price activity at the 40, basically 41, just under the $42,000 level. So it made a lot of sense that Bitcoin right in through here found a lot of resistance because it needed to get over that. Well, it shot past it. Basically, the bull shot past it and got into this territory here where there wasn't too much resistance at around 45.5. But then it's come back down, and it's come back. It started to try to find support here at around just under 43, but it couldn't hold there. So now it's come back down to this $42,000 level, and it's going horizontal. And what I think is happening is it's finding support at this level. When I move the chart to show me candlesticks at the day level, what we see is there's a lot of resistance at 46,000, which is right in through here. So it makes sense that Bitcoin tried to wick up to this point here, and I'm going to slide this over, up to this point, because it's just right below it. So it's going to have to break through that to get into some more advanced gains to even try to get back up to here to where it was at 67. So I think in the rest of this month, we're going to see a lot of fighting at this level. The point is, can it get above this 46 level and stay above it? There's not activity right in through here above 50, but there is a lot of activity at the 48, 49 level. So I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so the other thing I want to take a look at is, all right, I want to take a look at the 50 moving average and the 200, because this downward activity was really celebrated, if you will, when the 50, this blue line, crossed the 200. And so what's happening right now, I'm going to remove these price indicators, is the 50 is just going horizontal right now, as you can see here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. It's just going horizontal. When Bitcoin wicked up to just under 46,000, it started to get close to where the 200 is. We're still, and the importance of this is to let us know that we're not in. The importance of this is to illustrate that we're not in a bull position. The price activity right now still is in the bear position. Even though I think overall we're still in a bull market and price will continue to go up. But we've got to get that 50 above the 200. So right now it's not there. It still has yet to go, and actually quite a bit. So we need to see some more price activity to the upside. We're probably going to see some horizontal, as we can see here. These day candles are all red, and we need to see some green in order to get that 50 to start moving up. What I want to take a look at now is the week chart, and I want to do so because last week, what was interesting is, even though we have a strong price action to the upside, if you take a closer look at this wick, it is a classic spinning top. So the price could have done either thing. It could have gone up or could have gone down. In this case, it decided to go up, which I think is significant. If we take a closer look and we look back at when Bitcoin was up here at 64,000, and it came all the way down, and it came down to the 50 EMA, because that's what this blue line is. You notice it wasn't quite a spinning top. That rallied to the downside, which lasted about 14 weeks before it started to go up. If we do a comparison, when Bitcoin peaked back in November at about 67, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've had 11 weeks of red. The spinning top was 12. I did a video before to where, I thought this downturn would last about 12 to 14 weeks. So I'm expecting to see some positive activity to the upside starting next week. And so this is a great indication to see that that could in fact be the case. Because if we start to take a look at what started happening back in July, once the price action started to move up, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strong weeks of positive price activity. The difference is that the price at that point was above the 50 EMA. It is not. It is below it at this point in time. What it means to me is that things could be a little bit different. But I'm expecting some positive activity. So there's one other thing I want to take a look at before I tell you what I think is going to happen price-wise with Bitcoin. And that is, let's take a look at what happens to Bitcoin in the month of February. So here's the monthly return chart for Bitcoin, and you can see the activity that has occurred in February. Back in 2013, which was the biggest gain at almost 62%, but the following year it lost actually 31%. When you look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months that we've been tracking this, actually 80% of the time it's been a positive month. Right now, Bitcoin's tracking at around 10%, and we're only halfway through the month. So there's obviously going to be more activity. I'm guessing that Bitcoin could possibly see this month probably around 20-25% of gains. Here's why I say that. When you take a look at the Bitcoin price low of February, which was a little over 36,000, and you take a look at its wick high right now at 45, that's about $10,000, which is a little bit less than 33% of a gain so far. Looking at, going back to the volume indicator, the volume profile indicators, let's throw that on right now. This is the area, looking at the day chart still, this $47,000 level, $48,000 level is where there's been a lot of price activity, and there's going to be a lot of resistance to Bitcoin. So when I see Bitcoin right now sitting at 42, it's had a really decent gain that is within keeping for the month of February. I think what's going to end up happening is that Bitcoin over the next couple weeks is going to rally to the upside, and it's going to try to break through these two levels. I don't think in the month of February that it will break through. I think it's going to happen later on in the year. But I think for the month of February, we can see price activity at 47, 48, 49. I don't think it'll break 50. But I do hope that it breaks the $47,000 level and then tries to come back and find it as a level of support to continue up. So here's my answer. So simply to recap, my answer is I think the price of Bitcoin will rally up to 47,000. It could go as high as 49, but it will oscillate between those two numbers for the month of February, and then in March and April we can look forward to seeing it break $50,000. So that's my answer. I hope this background and a little technical analysis has been helpful to you. And this is CryptoNovus, where newbies become masters. My name is Chris Brown. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.